from the West Coast. We're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Darius Davis to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air is Herbert. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. On the move, headed right. That's to his back, Nick Chubb.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Herbert now. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Home to try. 21.
Herbert throwing again. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Let's go, let's go.
They snap it to Herbert. And it falls incomplete. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Working inside the red zone. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So that brings up 2nd down. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Chubb running out of the gun. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Bobby Okereke making that stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
5-9. Hey, ram. Baylor tight. Reel it.
3rd and long for him here. He's on the move. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Giants football.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now for Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up second down.
Go.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Hey, go Lion. Hey, easy. Go forward.
Running back sent in motion.
Hey, Ray.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 10 now. Working the sideline, that's Odunze. And he crosses midfield before going out. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stopped by Deion Henley. They'll go left side with Tracy. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Stopped by Deion Henley. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Here's Tracy once more. And he's brought down after a short gain. A pickup of 2, and that run doesn't get it for them either. It's 4th and 2. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They could easily go for this. It's 4th and 2. He's got it to his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants parlay the interception into points. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he gets him around 6 there. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36. Getting out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Set. Hey, Ray. Why didn't you
Now a give right side to Chung. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. After 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Forced out to his right. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
3rd and 5.
Go. 5-9. Set.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
The give inside to Chung. He's got a gain of 6 there. Javon Holland there to make the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
4-yard line. It's the pickup of 6.
2nd and 4. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert. Conklin brings it in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's 4th down.
Go. Hey, go lion.
Herbert throwing on 4th down. Escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. They'll run here following the penalty. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Motioning the tight end left. To throw, Herbert. Chubb brings it in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Herbert now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Kappa.
On fourth down, here's Herbert. Throw is caught by the back. And he's tackled for a short gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Coming left is Tracy. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here. They're going play action. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Let's go.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. Well, all things going their way through the air at the moment, partner. They pick off a throw for 6, and then they complete a pass of their own to add on 2 more.
Can I be honest with you here, Kate?
Please.
And maybe I'm a bad person for saying this, but every once in a while, I root for chaos.
Ooh, I love it.
I mean, I wouldn't have minded a little chaos. I wouldn't have minded seeing that one go back through the air the other way and put 2 on the board, but it wasn't to be. That's excellent execution to get the touchdown on the pick-6 and put 2 more on the board.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. Trying again, following the sack. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. He's dropping back to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. 65 yards on the punt there. And they'll only have time for 1 play before halftime.
Hey, Ram.
One final shot before halftime. He puts everything behind this one. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Giants are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. First and 10 from the 41. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, New York! The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top. You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Herbert from the gun. Chased out to his right. Down the run right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Giants get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To the air now on first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on second down. Has his man, it's Odunze. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Catch is made in close. He has the New York touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
At the 21-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running this with Tracy. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's 2nd and 14. On the move, headed right. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. He's one of the greatest to do. It's Justin Tucker on for the field goal. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Offense up to the line fast.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
From the pistol, it's Herbert.
33-yard line.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Catch is made down the right sideline. Gets it to the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers lower the deficit they face. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
59. Crowd right. Go.
He's throwing for it. And he is into the end zone for 2. So that right there turns this into a 3-score game. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants trying to end this before the final quarter. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Giants continue piling on to this lead.
Chargers 16. Justin Tucker set to
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Man in motion here.
Coleman troops right. Ready.
Herbert now off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep. That's complete inside the 35. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Herbert on first down. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Herbert again. Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 8-yard line.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Buying some time right. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Rolling out to his left. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. On the move, looking deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. A give to Tracy up the middle. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Giants continue piling it on here in the 4th. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
5-9, 5-9. Hey, ram. Go.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Herbert. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 36 yards. And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion.
Hey, go line. Ready?
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Forced out to his right. It's into the hands of Chubb. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Chubb here on 1st down. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Go orange. Hey, Ray. 59. Ready?
Herbert now, blitz coming. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's a counter give to Chubb. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Working quickly here.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Herbert with a blitz coming. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go. Baylor Tiger. Let's go. Hey. Ball. Go. Set.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. Again, he's got room. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. And that is his fourth touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants continue adding on to that lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now for Herbert. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't find Mike Williams on that throw. So second down coming up. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. All right, here we go. Second down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Finds the in route complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing on first is Herbert. Headed out right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. They get 28 out of that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Crowd right. Home trips right. 21. Hey, Kappa.
It's Herbert once more. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did. And, of course, is the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go. Baylor Tigers. Baylor. Let's go. 12. Let's go.
Herbert to throw once more. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
5-9, 5-9. Hey, ram. Baylor tight.
Herbert throwing again. He finds him beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Chargers first down. First and 10.
From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Chargers putting up points in a game decided. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And the Giants' hands team secures the football. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Giants moments away from a 2-0 start. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Third and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Giants.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Oh, he dropped that defender. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Giants put up even more points in a win. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Giants tack on 7 more to their lead.
Chargers, 38. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Herbert on first down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
A couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
One final shot here. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the Giants come away with the win. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.